नमस्कार दोस्तों, आईएनसी टीवी पर आपका स्वागत है। इस वक्त की सबसे बड़ी खबर कर्नाटक से है, जहां पर बीजेपी करप्शन फाइल्स काफ़ी मशहूर हो गई है। वहां के मंत्री के.एस. येदियुरप्पा ने अपने ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता से 40% कमीशन मांगा, जिसकी वजह से संतोष पाटिल ने खुदकुशी कर ली। ये बात नई नहीं है। 28 मार्च को ही कांग्रेस पार्टी के ढेर सारे नेताओं ने ट्वीट कर प्रधानमंत्री और होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह से इस बारे चर्चा भी की। ट्वीट के ज़रिए उनको इत्तला भी किया कि इस तरह की सरकार चल रही है और अब हमारे बीच में संतोष पाटिल नहीं रहे। उन्होंने आत्महत्या कर ली क्योंकि वहाँ के मंत्री ने उनसे 40% कमीशन मांगा। इसको लेकर भारतीय युवा कांग्रेस ने आज गृह मंत्री अमित शाह के घर पर घेराव किया और न्याय की मांग की। कल से ये मामला कर्नाटक में पूरी तरह से आग की तरह फैला हुआ है और बीजेपी के जो करप्शन फाइल है वो शरेआम जो है वो चर्चा का विषय बन गई है। 28 मार्च से सरकार ने कोई इस शिकायत पर, जो संतोष पाटिल जो अब हमारे बीच नहीं रहे, उनकी शिकायत पर कोई गौर नहीं किया और अंततः उन्होंने खुदकुशी कर ली। आपको सीधे ले चलते हैं। युवा कांग्रेस जो कार्यकर्ता हैं, उन्होंने अमित शाह के घर का घेराव किया है। इस मामले को लेकर कांग्रेस पार्टी के जितने भी नेता हैं, उन्होंने मांग की है कि जो कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर हैं, जो मंत्री हैं येदियुरप्पा, उनका तुरंत इस्तीफ़ा हो, उनको गिरफ्तार किया जाए। लेकिन भाजपा की जो सरकार है वो अपना ढुलमुल रवैया अपना रही है। ले चलते हैं आपको सीधे बेंगलोर में।
Friends, these are extremely painful times for people of Karnataka. These are extremely distressful times. These are times of anguish when protectors of people become its looters. When people assigned the job of protecting the exchequer and serving the people actually start looting their own party workers, driving them to suicide. Where should people of Karnataka go for justice? And whether such a government should stay in chair even for a second is a question that we put to all fellow Kannadigas. Santosh Patil was not one individual. He was a BJP worker, that is the truth. He was an office bearer of the Hindu Vahini, that is the truth. He was a contractor, that is also the truth. But he was also a resident of this state aspiring to do business in accordance with law. What did Bharatiya Janata Party do? What did their minister do? Drove him to suicide after demanding 40% commission. What should the ordinary Kannadigas do when BJP workers are being looted by their own government? What is the chance of anybody not affiliated to a political party, Congress or BJP, to be able to earn his or her livelihood in this state under the corrupt Bommai government? And what have they done? First, the Chief Minister told you yesterday I will examine the issue, but there will be no resignation. Then the minister Ishwarappa came forward and said, no question of resignation. They did not even lodge an FIR till late night. When the family, crying for justice, threatened and warned that they will neither take the body nor do cremation, which is sacrosanct in our religion, they were forced to lodge a collusive FIR late in the evening. What is that FIR? They deliberately omitted to add the Corruption Act, Prevention of Corruption Act, which is the foundation of this murder. You take the foundation, how will the building sustain? The FIR will go. After a little while you will forget, you will move on, people will move on, then everything will be over. Chief Minister Bommai is actually guilty himself. Chief Minister Bommai is protecting corruption. Chief Minister Bommai is protecting the accused Ishwarappa. Chief Minister Bommai is influencing the police so that Corruption Act is not added in FIR. We ask this question on behalf of people of Karnataka through friends of the media. Why has Section 302, murder, not been added to the FIR? Why has Prevention of Corruption Act not been added to the FIR? Only because Chief Minister Bommai has assured Ishwarappa nothing will happen, we will befool everybody and everything will be over in a matter of few days. This is the state and stench of corruption that emanates. That's why Congress party has decided, our PCC President, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, our CLP leader, our leader of opposition in the council, our campaign committee chairperson, myself and all others will be going to the house of Shri Santosh Patil today in the evening. We are not going there to do any politics. We are going there to express our demand for justice and solidarity with the family, to share their grief when Bharatiya Janata Party has killed their family member. The structure of corruption built by BJP has killed Santosh Patil. So he is not an individual. They are all victims of the structure of corruption built by the Bharatiya Janata Party and Bommai government. That's why our PCC president has decided, and our CLP leader and our party has decided, that there will be a corruption-free Karnataka march tomorrow at 10:30. He will explain the timing and venue. And we will gherao Mr. Bommai's residence. Starting day after tomorrow, that is 15th, for next 5 days, all our leaders will carve out teams and they will be in every district of the state, covering 5 to 7 districts every day. We will not relent, we will not cow down, we will not bow down unless and until Ishwarappa is behind bars. We will not relent unless and until we cleanse the corrupt Bommai government of corruption, the taint of corruption that is on its head. We will not relent and we will continue this fight. That is a determination that we have and we promise to people of Karnataka.